We got the whole back window section. She's all filled in. She's basically done. Started grinding some of it off. I'm not gonna grind it smooth, but I'm gonna grind her down a little bit, you know, make her look presentable. But what we're focusing on, oh, I tripped over that. That's my welding table. Door frames. We need to make a door frame. No door frame. It's not, I did adjust this, so that shuts now, no more ratchet strap. As you can see, I've got slanted pillars. I can't remember if I made a video for that or not. If I did, I will put a link. I like the look of the slanted B pillars. It really gives it that aggressive look that I'm after. But now we gotta put the door frames back in. And I don't know what I'm doing, so we're gonna figure it out together. I know what I want. I want this basically back up in there. Looks like I might have to, I don't know, she fits pretty good there. So we may have to nick her off right there. I'm just gonna mark that. No, I'll wait. We'll get, no, I'm gonna mark it. We're just gonna nick it right here. And then that'll sit in there right where it needs to be. So that'll fix that. Because the angles here have all changed, we're gonna have to cut this and bend it in. Because you can see, she's got too much space in there now. And then if you put this guy in here, I don't have enough hands. You can see how far in she's got to go. So we got to get that taken care of. And then we got to figure out this section. Where is that? Oh, found it. I want it right. Yep. So here's the original height. So you can see, I mean, that gives you a pretty good representation of how much lower the roof is now. That's actually pretty drastic. But anyways, we got to get this down like that somehow. We'll figure it out. I don't know where to start. I think I'm going to start with getting this pitched in, then this piece, and then I think we'll know exactly where this piece needs to go. Let's work on that. I think what we're going to try slicing it on the inside here and see if that'll give us enough without cutting it on the outside. If I gotta cut it on the outside, so be it. We'll get a new cutoff wheel on for this one. I think we're just gonna go like right across here. Why there? It looks like the best option. Why does it keep doing that? You just saw that, right? I had her down tight. I turned it on. It worked. I shut it off. It slowed down, then just released itself. That's odd. It's the second time it's done that to me now. I wasn't sure how much space we were going to need, so I made 2 cuts. Hopefully we can make that work. Oh yeah, that'll work. We need to... It's gonna work. We just need to persuade it a little bit. Maybe it's gonna work. I'm trying to get away with not cutting the outside of the door here. That's why I didn't do that. If you know a better way to do this, please feel free to tell me, because there's a chance I might do this again. There's an inner structure inside this door. I'm going to get it out of the way here. Now she wants to move. I'm sure if I relief cut it here, it would go a lot easier. I don't want to have to do that. I've lost track of all my vice grip clamps. Oh, found one. That looks pretty good, I think. We're gonna tack her together. Pro tip, grind your welding area first. Hoping I can get this weld enough that when I take the clamp off, it'll stay there. See how we did here. So I mean, that's pretty snug. I think it'll be fine. Open the door, it stays there. I'll probably throw a couple more tacks and stuff on there because that's not very strong. And then we should be able to keep moving forward. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Now we just need to get this piece figured out. I think I'm gonna cut this here and bring that down. So that all looks right. I mean, you can practically see right through there. So it needs to be up a little more. It will make sense, trust me. You can't be scared to cut things. It's only metal. You can always weld it back together. Unless you ain't got a welder, then probably don't cut things. It is definitely not bending the way I want it to. Alright, so you can see I kind of got her bent now all out of whack. We'll tack her here, then we'll bend this back up to where it needs to be, put a couple tacks here, it'll be fine. I never cut the end off of this like I should have. Let's do that. Let's do that now. It's okay that it's sagging. We're gonna fix it. Hopefully. Now, if I'm doing this right, I should be able to just tack these right here and that should hold. Shouldn't it? Let's find out. I mean, it held for the most part. Still got a little pull there. I think we're gonna leave it and probably get this piece figured out. The pillar piece here. So I think I will, hold on a second. A little conduit brace, and we're golden. That'll hold it right, hopefully right where I want it. Let's just put a little tack on it so it stays there. Okay, for the record, it didn't want to weld. Just trying to put a tiny little weld on there that's easy for me to get cut off of there. Or even break off of there, I don't care. But at least it'll hold it up for me. For fitting, see? I have good ideas once in a while. Now here comes the tricky part. Refitting this guy. Yeah, we gotta figure that out. So I made a cardboard template that has a resemblance of this. It's a little crude, but hopefully it helps get the job done. It's a lot easier to cut and manipulate this than it is that hunk of steel. It's not working. I don't know why, but this being held here looks different than that being held here. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm not good at doing this. Yeah. How do you do this, Simon? We're gonna trust the old eagle eye, I think. It's just metal. I can always weld it back together if I screw it up. I'm gonna have to fix this up here a little bit, but I don't know how else to do it. And we'll make it work. How is this supposed to work? I don't understand, Captain. Alright, we're gonna go with it, and then I think we're gonna have to do some adjusting down here to make it all look right. Like we're probably gonna have to rebuild this little corner down here, and then we're gonna rebuild this little corner here. I don't know how else you do it. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so this is classic Simon and learning from my mistakes. So I cut the corner out here because I think I should have to just move this up here and re-weld it in and rebuild it. Otherwise, this is gonna get narrowed up too much and I don't like it. So I'm basically gonna just, rework it in. Simple, I hope. But I also learned I gotta trim this up a little more. Where I cut this was not good, because if I put that up there, that's as far back as it goes because of the inside. And while it lines up where I cut it off, look at the gap. I mean, even I don't like that. I don't care if the gaps aren't perfect, but I mean, that's not gonna be okay for me. So we may have to rework that in too. But we're starting with the bottom here. I'll get it trimmed up some more, and we'll get this fitting where it needs to go, and then we'll figure out the rest, I guess. I'm going to take this moment to ask if you guys could help me out and share my video, comment, like, subscribe, hit that little bell notification thing so you know when I post a new one. I try to do it pretty regularly, but I'll admit I'm not. Bottom line is, thanks for watching. You'll have to excuse me. I'm gonna try and talk loud enough to talk over my heater, but it's negative 10 or 11 degrees outside this morning, so my heater's gonna run. It's just the way it is. So I'll speak up as much as I can for you. Here's what I'm running into. This door is clearly, well, maybe it's not clearly, but it is definitely not the original door for this car. Why it was changed in the past, I don't, is that a smudge? Hello, are you in there? Maybe it's just my imagination. But boy, that looks like a smudge. I mean, it looks better. We'll go with it. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, oh, the door. That's what it was. The door, it doesn't match the car, so it tells me it's not original. I think even that front fender's a little different. I don't remember, and that's way out back in the snow right now, so I'm not gonna go look at it. But the problem I'm having, which I'm realizing, is this door, it actually overlaps right here. Instead of sitting in there flush, I don't know why. I even went over here and did the extra part. The driver's door doesn't do that. So it's definitely not supposed to be overhanging like that. But I don't know how you fix it. There's like no adjustments anywhere. This is where the striker goes into, so I can adjust that in and out and up and down, but that doesn't affect this way. Where the hinges bolt on right here, they're flush. They can't, there's no spacers or anything in there, so they can't adjust. And I mean, these are flush against the door, so I don't know. I shouldn't lean on that. Was the car in an accident maybe in its past life? Is this door off of a different model? Maybe a 4-door? Am I gonna worry about it? Absolutely not. Maybe if you're watching this, you can leave a note down in the comment, and there's a way you can adjust the door, because I don't know what it is. I can't tell. I'm even just gonna check these hinges here. Yeah, the hinges are the same. I thought maybe there's that gap there. I thought maybe this side didn't have that gap, and it definitely does. So I don't know. So we're gonna just go with it, I think. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. So here's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do here. I want to make this line look decent, even if it's not perfect, like way over here, like it's supposed to be. Because I don't know that I can make that happen. It's like this whole door is jammed back for whatever the reason is. I don't know. It's like it was when I got it. So therefore, all the stuff on the inside is hitting the pillar. So I can't get it back where it needs to be without, that's where it stops. I mean, we don't put the porta power in there, right? And try and push her apart, because I don't know if that's what's wrong. Yeah. This is why I don't try and fix things that aren't necessarily an issue. They're just not right, because it goes downhill. Huh. So as you can see, I got the torch out. I was trying to adjust the door. I thought, well, maybe if I can get the door to adjust, I can fix it. And I got it better. It's still not right. You know, but we're getting... Actually, it doesn't look any better. I thought it did, but now I see it again and it doesn't. The real problem, though, however, is in my attempt to fix and adjust the door, I've snapped 3 of the... Oh, can you even see that? Let's get a better angle here. I've snapped 3 of the 4 bolts off on that hinge, and I'm nervous to even look at these ones. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun to get those out. So now I'm committed. I'm gonna have to order those because I'm sure I can't buy those locally. So there's that. That means the whole door is gonna have to come off to even get those out. Maybe time for suicide doors? Change it up completely? Could I pull off suicide doors? I don't even know where you start to install suicide doors. This is definitely a setback though. Son of a...
10 seconds later.
Yep, I've decided. I'm finishing this window frame before I make any decisions on what I'm going to do with the door, because I want to finish it. I don't want to have it half done now until I can get parts or nuts or bolts or anything to fix the hinges, to replace hinges, to do anything. So sometimes you've got to pivot and adjust and just go with the flow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the door off. I'm going to set the door in there where it's supposed to be correctly. Maybe throw a tack or two on there just to make sure she doesn't move on me. And then we're going to finish this window frame. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Is it going to bite me in the you know what later for doing it this way? There's always that chance. But I'm used to taking that chance. So we're going to go with it. And I am definitely not above cutting things to get this door off, to get this project finished. We're gonna make it happen. We just gotta figure out how we're gonna secure the door. Cause I don't need this coming up and hitting this, and that'll wreck that. And you know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? I need a chain. Oh boy. Or a strap or something. Problem is my chain that I usually use for all this type of stuff, I left welded to my wife's truck that's sitting out in the driveway covered in snow and sub-zero temperatures. I'm going to do whatever it takes to not go out there and get that. This may not be as conventional as some of you older folks are used to. But hey, if it works, it works. Now I just gotta fight to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more bolts out. This door will come off. Hopefully we can swing it right in here and place it in the hole where it's supposed to be, not overlapping like it's been doing. And then maybe just put a tack or two on it just to hold it, you know, just to hold it so it doesn't want to wiggle on me when I jiggle. You have to remember, folks, sometimes things need to look worse before they look better. That's what I'm telling myself anyways. Whoa, stop. Ooh, maybe I should ask for help. Nah, we'll make it happen. You just gotta have a little faith, a little want, a little desire, a lack of options, the lack of skill to see what's gonna go wrong with this idea. Lift should go right underneath this car. You guys want to push the lift for me? No, probably not. What do we got going on? That looks good. Okay, maybe come down a little bit. Well, maybe too far. So inside here, the door latches. Maybe I should take that off. Just have everything out of the way, maybe. This all started because I was trying to do it right. And now look at the path we're down. I'm gonna try and take the latch out. Stop moving. I might even should take the hinges completely off the door. You might be thinking, Simon, you should have marked where that was just in case in the future you need to put it back there. And, well, you'd be right, but I didn't. How many odds these screws come out? Not very well with the door hanging. This has so many bad things written all over it. need more hands. We have issues. Probably the biggest thing is it's not picking up level. Yeah. What does any of this mean? I think I actually have to take all that work to protect this thing. I think I gotta cut it off. It's hitting here now because the door is in a different location. I also think I need to remove the hinges from the door because I think they're fighting me. So let's do those couple things. I'm sure when you started watching this video, you didn't see us going this far backwards just to fix the door frame, did you? Yeah, you did. Oh, it's off now. Things are going normal. All right, let's see if we can't at least get this door in here. I feel like I have less things fighting me, which is a huge win. Oh yeah, we're looking near perfect here. Where's my clamp? Why are we so snug here? What am I missing? Oh, it's hitting there. Could a guy just grind that a little bit, do you think? It's just right there. Should have brought another clamp with me. It's actually sitting a smidge low. I don't know if I need to worry about it though. This body line is right where it's supposed to be. Looks like we got a good gap all the way down. All right, here we are. This is, I mean, the door is in there now, which is where it's supposed to be. It's pretty well gapped all the way down. There's no like super tight spots or super far spots. So I think that's actually looking pretty good. The bottom gets a little tight on the front end, but I don't know if I want to mess with it anymore because it took a lot of effing around to get to this point, which wasn't the plan for this at all. But I got the door reset in there. Granted, it's got no hinges on it, no door latch, no door catch, and it's vice gripped into place. But it's the right spot, so that's something. I think I'm just gonna put a couple tacks on it just to hold it. That way, if I have to take a clamp off, the door doesn't and fall on the floor on me, because we don't need those kinds of problems. Sweet. So yeah, that's where we are with that. Completely back at square one, where we started the video from. So, take two? I don't know. I like it. I like it. It's just gonna hold the door in, not really hold any weight. So little tacks should be okay, I hope. I'm gonna release this clamp so the door can come out and be flush, because I think that's what I should do. I got her clamped here still yet, so it's pulling pressure all the way in, and I don't want that. Okay. Do I dare let that go? No, I've got to weld it. I can't risk. That's gonna. Yeah, I gotta weld it. It's such a big span, though. We're gonna use a little welding rod and connect it together that way. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but this is the way we're gonna do it. See, just a little welding rod. I mean, that's a big gap, and it's coming out anyway, so it doesn't need to be super secure. It's just gonna hold the door in place for me, which it should do. I am gonna try taking the hoist off of it now and make sure it doesn't fall out, because that would be embarrassing. Uh-oh. This wasn't planned out very well. The cross brace I put in there is all jammed up with the ratchet strap. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I can't even... Oh, there we go. I got it. After all that, we're back at square one. How's that for progress, folks? I suck at this sometimes. It's unfortunate we got delayed so much, but we can make forward progress now, at least with the window frame. It's not going to drive anymore there. I don't know. I think now I got to cut these welds and it's got to come back up. One step forward, 82 backwards. Let's just tack it in there and see. It looks like it's a little wonky yet. I have learned over the years not to make big adjustments. Just keep making small adjustments. Don't take a big step. Don't go in here and weld this solid like I've done in the past. Just tack it in a couple spots, then check your fitment again. It's just, you gotta play the game. Helps if you turn the welder on though. The unfortunate part is now, I can't open the door and crank this up some more. This is what it needs. Where do you suppose I put those clamps I was just using? This guy is ugly tacked on here. It still needs a little tweaking. I got these tacked together. The gap's a little tighter there than I want, but I don't know that I want to mess with it anymore. This is pretty even all the way across. And I've got this loosely clamped. Oh, wrong way. Stop. Because I don't want it snug up in there. I want... This is not working good. I want that gap in there. If I clamp it up too tight, then it gets way up underneath that drip rail, and I don't want that. So I think we're going to leave it there. And then we're finally going to get this done. But I think that'll be as far as I can get. I'll get it all tacked in, and that'll be as far as I can get until I can get that door open, because it's going to take a little tweaking on that end yet. I can tell it's sticking out. It's out too far here, but I can't get it to bend the way I want with the door closed. So we'll just get the frame in, get it all tacked together pretty well, and that'll be what I can do until I can get the door open. But at least you'll see how I rebuild the window frame, remove a door, install the door, weld the door in, all that extra stuff that you weren't expecting. Because we changed the whole door fitment situation, everything we did on the door post end of the window frame for the door B-pillar section needs to be redone now. Almost all of it, not all of it, but almost all of it. Turns out I came up a little short here. We cut too much off of there. That was my bad, but that's what happens. You learn you made a mistake, you figure out how to fix it, and you keep pushing forward, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. This actually fits pretty good at the bottom, but before I get too carried away, this other section I cut out of here, I gotta figure out exactly where that's gonna fit back in the equation. So if I gotta trim any of this to make this jive, I know. Before it's in there, maybe. I'm hoping that's what I can do anyways. I think I'm gonna make all that work even when this is in. So that's what we're gonna do. Ain't gonna lie, it's gonna suck a little bit not being able to open and close the door because we welded it shut, Dukes of Hazzard style, but hopefully we can make it work. I don't know, I just try until it doesn't. Just gotta make this gap look as even as we possibly can. Looks pretty good. There's a little room on the inside, so I know it'll open and close when I get to that point. Now we got to figure out. I was gonna say, do we connect here or do we connect here? But I think we work this piece in. I think that's our best option here. I got to rebuild this little lip edge, and I bet I can just take a section of this and fit it in there, because I don't think I need all of this. I definitely do not need all of this. If I can make this work, that saves me having to build it. So what happened was, I got this cut, and then realized if I overlap it like this, I can trace this line out, and I can basically fit that right in there, and it'll look pretty good. That then made me too short here after cutting it. So that's cool, but as a bonus, the piece I cut out is too small as well. We're gonna see if we can't make it kind of work. We're gonna try, and if it looks like garbage, we're gonna cover it up as much as possible so nobody can tell. I wish I knew where my other clamp went. I just used it. I just had it holding everything, and now it's... I'm like a magician on accident. I make things disappear that I just had in my hand. Oh, found it. Look at that fit. Holy cow, that's almost good looking. Wow, I get lucky once in a while. All right, we're just gonna buzz this in here. I should have, grind that. Hot damn, that fits perfect. We gotta fill this little hole in there, but that's no big deal. Okay, I didn't see that we're gonna come up low there. How did that happen? Just remember, I never said I was good at this stuff. I'm just trying to show you that things can be done whether you're good or not, even if they're not perfect. This is how you learn. When I get done with this, I'm going to learn that next time I should do this or that or this or that. I'm not going to stop every time I make a mistake and go back and rebuild the whole car because I'll never get it finished. I'd rather drive the thing. I'm not gonna lie, it turned out a little more garbagey than I was hoping. But I think I can spruce it up with a little grinding. It should be fine. Perfect! With that extra piece I'd found, I was able to cut a whole section out of it. So this actually worked out better than I originally planned. I mean, it's still not great, but it's good. For a guy who doesn't know what he's doing, we're doing things. All that prep and I didn't even turn the welder on. Just need to tweak it a little bit here. There we go, that'll do it. I screwed the lip part up. We're gonna fix the lip. I welded it together before I had it where it needed to be. There we go. I just gotta fill this little gap in here. I got a plan for that, but it might be easier once I can get the door open. I gotta finish tacking everything together. We got this in here. I got to do a little filler there. Again, that might be easier with the door open. We'll see how we go. But the door frame's rebuilt. Is it correct? I mean, what really is correct anyways? Is it together? Absolutely. Do the best you can, make it safe, and get it on the road and enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Come back next time when we figure out what we're gonna do about opening and closing this door that I welded shut. That was probably a bad idea.